Hi guys, welcome back to As Told by Ray. I'm Teray, and if you are new here, welcome. If you're not, hey y'all. So in today's video, I am going to be doing my very first cooking video. Now, if I haven't said it before, cooking is something that I absolutely love to do. Like, I love to cook. I'm a very great cook. Not to toot my own horn, but beat bitch, I throws down. So we're on quarantine. That means that I have to cook like more than I usually do. There's not really that many options of eating out and just going to a restaurant and things like that. So I have been having to kind of dig down in recipe books, surf the internet to try to find different recipes to make to not get bored while we're stuck in the house for God knows how long. So shout out to my very best friend Sierra for pushing me to film myself cooking and all the different recipes that I like to make. So I'm finally going to share that with you guys. So the recipe that we're going to be making today is chicken lasagna roll-ups. That's right, chicken lasagna roll-ups. Hi guys, welcome back to As Told by Ray. I'm Teray, and if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, hey y'all. So I'm very excited about today's video. It is my very first cooking video. So I'm really excited. My best friend Sierra has been pushing me to make cooking videos. So I finally decided to just go ahead and do it. So I'm going to be making my first recipe for you guys today. And these are chicken lasagna roll-ups. Now, I didn't come up with these recipes on my own. I'm just a normal person like everybody else. I searched the internet to find different creative things to make for my family. Pinterest is one of them. Google also has other things, Food Network, you name it. I'm looking for it. Even in the grocery store, when you're like in the aisle and have those little like magazines, I'm like the person like flipping through them, trying to find like little quick recipes and taking pictures of them because I'm too cheap to buy the whole magazine. But there's so many different recipes that are out there. So I figured, why not showcase people who are taking the time to write their food blogs and really coming up with these recipes and just trying them out and show you guys how I make them in person. And really, if we can test if what you get on Pinterest actually is going to come out the same in real life. So this is going to be kind of like a new series on my channel. Try to do at least once a month, just some different cooking videos of different things that I'm making for my family. Hopefully you guys like this. And the link to the actual recipe, if you want to get it, and I didn't explain like a tablespoon of this, a teaspoon of that, it will be in the description bar below. So go ahead and check that out if you like to make this recipe so you can get the actual full recipe, just in case I missed anything in the video. But yeah, if you're subscribed to the channel, go ahead and watch this video.
So everything you're going to need for this recipe is pretty much here on the screen outside of the chicken. But the first thing that you want to do is you want to boil your lasagna noodles. I like to make mine a little bit less than al dente just because I want them to be able to hold up in the oven, and I don't like my noodles to be extremely mushy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a large bowl. I'm going to start measuring out my chicken. I always have shredded chicken on hand, so that saves me a lot of time during my recipes that I do not have to go ahead and prep the chicken first. If you do not know how to make shredded chicken, you can easily Google that. It's so simple just to make. If you have a crock pot or an Instant Pot, it's even easier to do. Next thing is I'm going to take the ricotta cheese and I'm going to add that to the mixing bowl. And then I'm going to pour in about half of the Alfredo sauce that we're going to need and also mix in the mozzarella cheese. Now I'm just going to do this with my favorite seasoning concoction. I like to use Morton seasoned salt, but you can use whatever that you like. And then I'm going to take a little bit of black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Pretty much when I'm cooking, I use the same like 4 seasonings for every single thing. They're always my staple. So I'm going to get that and season it to my liking and start mixing everything together. You want to mix everything together Ricotta cheese can be kind of like lumpy, so you kind of want to just smooth that out. I like to just take the back of my spoon and push it just to make sure that there are no lumps or really big clumps of cheese, that everything is evenly distributed. I just think that it makes the meal taste overall a lot better, and you don't have to have that one huge clump of cheese in the random roll. So the next thing I'm doing is I am taking I believe this is an 8x8 glass pan, and I am just spraying that down with a little bit of nonstick spray. Go ahead and pour the next half of your Alfredo sauce in the bottom of the pan, and this is going to coat that bottom layer of the rolls. So I'm just going to take a little spatula and just spread that out to make sure it's covered on the entire bottom of the pan. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to start rolling up your lasagna. So you're going to take one actual sheet of the lasagna, and I'm going to take a spoonful of the chicken mixture and just lay that out across the top. Now with this, you can either add in some other things if you want to add in like a vegetable, a spinach, anything like that. This is the time that you will go ahead and add those things in. I do recommend, if you're going to do like a spinach or any kind of vegetable, that I would not cook that first, especially with the spinach. I would just go ahead and mix the raw spinach in. Once you've got everything stuffed to your liking and you have a good layer, go ahead and start rolling that up. You want to kind of roll it kind of tight, but not too tight that it's not going to be able to cook all the way through. And you don't want to dry everything else out. So I like to make mine just a little bit looser, so that way everything can cook and the chicken can heat all the way through. Now you just want to keep repeating that step until you filled your entire pan full of lasagna rolls. Okay, now that we've got the entire pan of lasagna rolls already done, I'm going to take some more of that Alfredo sauce and drizzle it all over the top. You don't have to have such a huge coating of it, because remember, we have some Alfredo sauce already mixed in, so you don't need to over sauce it. Believe me, this is plenty enough. Then I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some more of that mozzarella cheese on top. You can also mix in a Parmesan cheese if you'd like. And once I'm finished with that, I'm going to top that with some Italian seasonings. And that's just the little Italian seasoning blend when you get it in the store. I'm just going to top that before you put it in the oven. Once you've baked everything, it's going to come out just like this, nice and brown, melted with the cheese on the top. I left this in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, and I really just want to get that nice brown coating of the cheese. Get your cheese nice and bubbly. I paired mine with some fresh broccoli and these little garlic crescent rolls I like to make. And yeah, that's pretty much it. A nice, simple, easy dinner for anyone to make.
So we're all done. This recipe is super simple, easy to make, very quick, kind of quick dinner. If you're in a rush, maybe like 30 minutes, you could probably have this recipe already done, maybe a little bit more than 30 minutes, maybe like 45. But I think that's a good amount of time to make a full meal from start to finish. I really enjoyed making this meal. It was absolutely delicious. I would make this definitely again. I would probably make some tweaks and put like some vegetables in there, maybe like some spinach, and maybe do it again with like some shrimp, like kind of throw some different things in there. Same concept, use the little lasagna roll-ups, and you can absolutely do anything with this dish. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.